Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Green and this is another in my series of lessons on Algebra 1. We're continuing to look at ratios this time, and I'm going to go over a couple of things. The big idea here is that if you know a ratio and you know one of the two quantities, it's very easy to figure out the individual quantities. Okay, if you know the total, it's easy to figure out the individual quantities. It's also easy if you know one of the two values to figure out the other value. So it's really not a big deal there. It's just a matter of you got to read questions carefully a lot of times. In this situation, the perimeter of a rectangle, well, we know what perimeter is. That's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. That's how you find the perimeter, right? The perimeter of the rectangle is 88 feet, equals 88 feet. That's easy enough. The ratio of the length to the width is 8 to 3. You know what? That means that the length would be 8x and the width would be 3x. That's their ratio. See how I got both of them have x in them? Because they're basically giving you that as a ratio. So I could say 2 times 8x plus 2 times 3x equals 88. Well, 2 times 8x is 16x. 2 times 3x is 6x. Add those together, I get 22x is equal to 88 divided by 22. X is equal to 4. Am I done? No, I found x, but that doesn't tell me anything. I'm going to go back up here to where I wrote down this ratio. 8x and 3x. Well, 8 times 4 is 16 is 32, and 8 times 3 is 12. 12. So I get 32 divided by 12. That's my ratio of length to width. So the length is 32 and the width is 12. You see how I used the information they gave me and turned it into equations and turned it into the answers. Okay? Let's read carefully here. It says the ratio of boys to girls in the kindergarten is 2 to 3. So what do we got? We got boys divided by girls is equal to 2 over 3. And the number of boys, well, that'd be the number on top, 12. So 2x plus 3x, well, 2x is going to be equal to 12. X had better be 6, right? So if I multiply 3 times 6, I get 18. Guess what? There'd be 18 girls in this one. And you notice I didn't have to write 2x plus 3x is equal to anything because I didn't know the total. I only knew the number of boys. So I just looked at the numerators here and didn't worry about anything else. Okay? In a basket, there are 25 good oranges and the rest are bad. Let's see here. We've got good over bad. Okay? Because the ratio of good to bad, that's what they're giving me here, is equal to 3 to 1. See how they're giving you these ratios in multiple methods? They're saying 2 right here, and here they have the semicolon. Still, I converted them into fractions, didn't I? Okay. And it's saying the good oranges is 24. Well, once again, I can put x's here, right? And 3x is equal to 24. X better be 8, so that must mean there's 8 bad oranges. Okay? And I don't know the total in these situations, but I do know one of the numbers, so I can just simply use what I know about mathematics to solve that. In a school play, there are 16 red balls. 16 red balls. And the rest are all white balls. The ratio of red to white, let's see here, red to white is 4 to 5. 4 over 5. And we'll put x's behind these so that we can just start off doing it that way. Okay? And the red balls were 16 of them, right? Well, let's see here. 4x equal to 16. X would be 4. 5 times 4 would be 20. So there would be 20 white balls. Okay? You guys see how I'm doing those? These were slightly different than this one here. And going back to here, if I know the total, that's where I have, if I had 3x over 2x, I could add those together and say 5x is equal to the total. And then I know what x is. I can go back and plug the values in. You have to be careful. You have to know how your problem is worded to know the right way of solving it. Okay? Hopefully you guys can figure this out in the problems you're going to be looking at. If you don't, bring them to tutoring. Let's talk about them. I look forward to seeing you next time.